Korea near side and just listen to this atmosphere before a ball has been put in play. You won't need to know when China win a point, you'll hear it. Countdown is on then for our last match of the week stop in Macau for the Women's 2024 VNL. And it's going to be the big serving Marina Lubian who sends in a soft one that gets picked up by the new outside Wu, and that's a bit of a overstretch there from Gong Zhangyu. It goes long.
And Gong Zhangyu was going for those fingertips. I even thought I heard it at first, but Italy is being so disciplined in the backline defense.
The one thing you'll know about Italy as well, as you say, they're so experienced both at club and international level, and there we go. Marina Lubian has been sending in tough serves all week long. That's no surprise.
I think Lubian heard when you said sending a soft one in early, getting the confidence, getting adjusted to playing China, coming in with that second hard serve, floating right over the net.
Clever looking for the seam, and again, Wu Mingjie, the new outside hitter, was the target there. Here she is again. Now that's a better pass. Still a bit of work to be done here. The cross court from Gong gets picked up. Beautiful pass. Silla catches hands, and it's Italy off to the flyer here.
Silla has one of the smoothest arm swings out of its entire week. It's effortless, and it's all the way through a perfect circle, and she hits high right on the fingertips of China.
That's a bad start for China. Could get even worse because Lubian stays on serve, and they're very, very happy, these fans, to see Lubian with the service error, because they want her out of the rotation at the end line, where she does so much damage. Speaking of doing damage at the end line, Li Yingying, China's top scorer in this year's VNL, has 7 aces. Not going to get one there. I was going to say earlier, Shelby, as well, some players that are not used to this stage, you think of teams like France that are new here, maybe the Netherlands, but they could be intimidated in an arena like this. Not these Italians. They're battle-hardened at the highest level for club and country. Lovely deep take there from Wang.
That play is why it's so important for China to be in system, starting with serve receive. That allows their setter to find Wang and not give Italy enough time to close out the block.
Well, here she is at the end line. It's a short one, really nicely picked up by Bassetti. Egonu. Well, we love her power swings, but she has got touch as well, as we've just seen there.
Egonu doesn't usually go for the off-speed shots this early, but sometimes she takes a while to warm up. Not taking the deep airs, going with the smart shots. I like it.
A lot to like about that. So Silla with serve. They'll set up the back row attack, but there's nothing happening there for Wang. It's over it comes. They'll get another very good look at this, and Li Yingying says, right, I'll take that one on.
Italy needs a solid block against Li Yingying. With this lefty, you have to press sooner, especially coming in for the back row attack. That gives her an even bigger approach.
But going wide is a huge letdown. That one didn't go wide. Gong Zhangyu dropping it in perfectly, just inside the end line.
Gong Zhangyu started with an error and is now fixing that, moving the ball around and using great vision, going through Italy's split, avoiding the libero.
Here is Gong, closing in on 100 points for this year's VNL. Really gone under the radar doing it as well. Egonu goes for another soft one. The pancake is there. They've got it up off the floor. Wu with a chance to attack. And she's gone long. Her first chance to swing at it, and just long.
That's a good error. I really thought that was on the line, really deep. I'm not sure if Italy really thought it was out or just wasn't able to get to it.
It's missed by a whisker. I've just seen the replays in the arena. She's very unlucky. She'll have another go. That doesn't miss. Well, that's what you want from your setter as well. You've had a miss, have another go.
And China being smart, taking advantage of Denesi in that back row rotation. If a middle's in the back, they're going to get hit at.
Well, Wu Mingjie now. Very tall outside hitter and just shy of 1.90 meters. Serves Silla. Egonu off net. But beautifully done, absolutely beautifully done. Taking on Yuan Jinyue, the best of the China blockers.
China's block is a huge topic of conversation. They have the length, but this week you've seen a couple errors, especially when it comes to blocking straight up rather than over.
Egonu unloads. That's a really good pass under the circumstances. Lee looks to put it away. Not happening. Bassetti absolutely rock solid on the cross court, and even better on the attack. I mean, Caterina Bassetti is another one of those players that goes under the radar because she just does a lot of little things really well. But that point was all about her. Defense, then offense.
And Bassetti was so far off the net this one. This was not the tightest of sets. That's when you might see hitters roll or tip. She went for that deep, hard-hitting shot, trusting the power, even with that block in front of her, finding that tiny gap.
Yeah, type in with some work to do early, but going back to Caterina Bassetti, so many superstars continually coming through in Italian women's volleyball, but she was on that London 2012 Olympic team as a kid just to get some experience, and here she is 12 years on and still very much an integral part of this team. Egonu overcooks that one. Type in off the back of that timeout. We'll say that's on me.
Huge sigh of relief for China. Even before Egonu makes perfect, the crowd is oohing because of how high she throws that ball. There's nothing like it.
Now, Yuan's known for her blocks, but she does chip in with the odd ace here and there. Not getting one there. Silla with an absolutely terrific take, and that just sets up the quick inside set, and Marina Lubian taking it high and putting it away.
And Italy doing the right thing again. Yingying, the middle blocker at that back line for the rotation. You got to hit right at her, try and get her on the ground.
Here's Bassetti. That's a nice pass. This should go. Yingying makes absolutely short.
Perfect cut shot from Lee Yingying coming right at Egonu. And Egonu was in the right spot, but that ball just had so much heat on it. If your platform is not already ready, you're going to get shanked.
Diao sends it down the line. Silla's picking it up. Oh, there's the China block. And it comes back to Silla. A little tip shot doesn't work. The big bump set comes in. And that does work. Wang Minjie with the set. It was perfect. And Wang just driving through, Gong, excuse me, and putting it away.
Gong going off the hands of Silla, not even the hands, Silla's arm. That's how high she's getting over the net for that block.
It's better since the timeout from China. Still got some damage to repair here as Silla goes for the tip again, and that's not going to find the floor. They've kept it alive. Great rescue there from Wang. Second time around, Miriam Silla says, okay, you got the first one back, you're not getting this one back.
Silla has such an aggressive approach. Oro is able to give her a really low set that speeds up her feet, her footwork, and giving China not enough time to close the block perfectly.
Great dig from Wang Minjie. They're very happy to get Lubian out of there.
Couple missed serves from Italy, and Lubian, like Egonu, is also a big server, someone that needs to go on runs. China looking out on those rotations.
It's Lee Yingying. Clever from Oro.
Before that serve, the camera was on Oro's face, and you can see her searching, looking for a hole against her on the net. She's so good at reading the play across the net, all in that peripheral vision.
Yeah, didn't give any tells there to Wang. Just couldn't get there in time. That's not the best of passes from Wang Minjie. And it means that Wu got a bit of trouble, so they'll send for reinforcements out of the back row, but Lee can't get through. Here comes Egonu, and that's a miss.
Big miss from Italy. Before that, though, China had a really high pass, and Italy had a triple block against the hit. That's why China wants to speed up the offense, not have such high passes.
You said this earlier in the week. If you catch Paola Egonu early, you might tease some misses out of her, but when she gets warmed up, forget it. Ooh, she gets blocked there. Whoa, sent back. I think that was Wu Mingjie getting a piece of that. Well, they've got such height in the blocking scheme, China.
Look how deep this ball goes up with Yingying. That just shows you that she is making perfect contact.
Spreading that right arm out and catching it clean. Oh, some angle on that cut shot from Miriam Silla. That looked impossible.
That is definitely one of the best cut shots that we have seen this week. Literally dropping her left shoulder to get her as high in the air as possible, nodding her head down, using her entire body.
Perfect pass from Wu, but nothing wrong with that finish. Flies off the attempted dig of Alessia Oro and into the crowd.
China trying to keep building momentum. And that's a great team, trying to take the setter out while making her move.
A little bit of air under that one from Gong.
And now with Denesi in the back, watch for China to hit at her this rotation.
If they can get the serve back, because she does send in a few good ones. That's not one of the more challenging ones. And talking about cut shots, how about that from Yingying?
Great slide by Wen Xingyue, and last night China really found success when they were getting her slide involved, and that's what's needed is a good serve receive or dig.
Yeah, we've seen some high-class hitting now on both sides of the net. There's Wu serving Dossetti, not the greatest of takes. Egonu looking to clean up, not going to get it there. Wang's picked that one up. Just a push available, nothing else. Dossetti can't find a down-the-line winner either. Now they look to transition with Wu. Brilliant. Too good. Lu Bian and Egonu there to send that back. Or is it? It's gone out. Oh. Yeah, it has. Absolutely right. Brilliant rescue there once again from Wang.
Sulla fast, se andiamo più veloce me la tirano anche stretta, la tirano e l'uno non può arrivare, deve arrivare il 2. Ok? Andiamo, vai.
China fighting their way back into this set now. Wu on serve. It's a very important pickup and a lovely quick set, and Lu Bian takes that high, side out.
Lu Bian has the highest reach. That's what makes her such a great matchup against Wen Xingyue. It's the ultimate battle at the front for these two middles. And it's going to be about reading each other's shoulders, where they're facing.
The regular double substitution sees the backup setter Carlotta Camby come on to serve from the end line with the huge physical presence of Kate Antropova, and you don't need any presence if you can sneak an ace off the net cord, as Carlotta Camby just did.
That short ace is usually why teams have one person committed to the front to avoid the ball dropping with no body on the ground. And that ace always helps, but that's still pretty wide open for China.
That makes you sick as a coach. You've just pulled to within a point, and then the other guy's fluke an ace off the net cord. It's amazing how the complexion of a set changes so quickly. 14-13, China's got momentum. Then a side out and an ace. Suddenly they're playing catch-up again. Now, can Camby repeat the trick here? Now she sends in a much deeper one. Nice pass, backside set, and that goes into Antropova, off the net cord that I think completely wrong-footed her. So Yingying gets the win there.
Ideal play for China. Yingying going right for Antropova, who's not there for defense.
Well, she'd committed on the inside, and that net cord diverted it away. Hello, Antropova certainly doesn't want to be setting from there. Canby will just have to hoist it over. Great chance here for China. By
Li Yingying is so lethal at the front because all the mechanics are perfect. Her approach, her arm swing, her decisions. If you give her any kind of split, she's going to find it immediately.
Yuan on serve. Silla's picked that up off the floor. Now this is what they've got Antropova in for. I mean, that kind of swing. Brilliant rescue from Lee. Where's this going to go? All the way over. Oh, another rescue, this time off Lubian. And they win the point as well. Fabulous dig from Yuan, the middle blocker in the back row to deny Lubian there. That's a huge point, China.
Great job to Yuan because she knows she is going to be a target when she's back row. And good connection with Wu.
Outstanding defense. They're level. They've got momentum. Antropova. No, that gets contained as well. That gets pushed. Nothing doing there. Canby's there to rescue it. Antropova. No, Lee's there picking up the cross courts again. Lee will swing into this. Beautiful.
Li Yingying getting 6,000 fans pumped up with another huge hit. I like when she celebrates. That's the energy China needs early in the first set.
Well, no surprise that coach has called a timeout here.
Cadono palle non forti, anche quelle forti abbiamo preso una diagonale, dobbiamo continuare a prendere la macchina. Demoliamo la diagonale, se ci fa questa palla la prendiamo a difesa.
What was so impressive for me there, Shelby, was the way China defensively contained Antropova, who is a huge hitter, but couldn't find a gap anywhere on the floor. Everything came back.
And China has a tall back row because they have their hitters playing 6 rotations to attack. So they have to get low, and they're doing a good job.
Yuan, Antropova again. No way through. That's Wu back there. Well, where's that going to go? Wu again with the dig. This is brilliant stuff defensively. Oh, fantastic finish. Perfect little touch on this.
It looks like Lubian was hit in the face in one of those attacks from China. That's how high Lubian gets in the air. Is when you're that tall, you have to really protect your face with your arms at the block. That could not feel good. She wants to stay in.
Yeah, you can see she's taken one there. Good eyes. And she'll try and make him pay. Yeah, that's what you do. Hit me in the face, that's what you're getting.
Just poking the bear. Lubian, the fact that she stays in, then gets the attack on the first serve receive ball shows you how responsive Italy is as a team.
They've still got a bit of chasing to do here. Canby serve doesn't do much this time. Antropova, yeah. I mean, you're not bringing that back. I don't care how strong you are in the back row. Antropova just let rip on this one.
You have to play perfectly against Antropova. Your block, your backline defense.
Well, this coin toss as we get down to the business end of it. This set rather is a coin toss as we get down to the business end of it. Next point on serve will be huge, especially if it's China. Silla very cautious there. Lubian gets denied. Terrific contained block. Antropova goes for a dink and it doesn't quite work. And look what happens off the back of it. There is that point. Li Yingying off the block and away.
6 attacks so far for Li Yingying. And that defensive effort by Gong is unmatched. Everything going perfectly momentum-wise for China right now.
Well, they hit the magic number, 20. They can see the finish line here. Silla has to be good. And again, this back row work from China is just off the charts at the moment. Antropova gets the better of the block. Well, these Italy hitters must be winning. What are we got to do to get up? The hitters must be saying, what are we going to do to get a winner in this backcourt at the moment?
Well, right now, China's tall back row players are doing such a good job digging. I'm genuinely so impressed.
4 deep. Liu Bian sends a soft one in. Lee with the wind-up. Bang. Into a gang of 3. Antropova near side with Denesi next to her, and no way through that.
Watch Antropova's arms. That should be in a textbook. Pointing back into China's court, right by the antenna.
So Liu Bian floats one in. Wu picks this one up. And a beautiful cross-court finish comes in from Gong, just to keep China front running here.
And Gong's been a really clutch player all week for China. And the fact she's pulling the ball up even more shows you how high she's hitting.
Lee at 21-20. China still front running here. Got a side out, which they will, off the high hands from Silla. We're going to see Egonu back in here for Camby, and that's very simple. Get some height in the front row. Playing without a setter here, looking for the block. Can they get it? No, they can't. Oh, perfect pass, quick set, lovely inside swing from Yet Wang. Side out, see ya.
What an interesting play from Italy, having all hitters in a libero.
And that noise you hear, they've sent in a specialist server of China. Alessia Oro back on the floor, but that's not where the interest is. Here's where the interest is. The superstar herself, Zhu Ting, on serve. The most challenging of serves, it has to be said, and how clever the little tip from Silla. Well, that was an anti-climax, wasn't it? They bring Zhu Ting in, everyone's getting ready for the big drum roll, and nothing on that serve.
Everyone gets out their signs. Zhu Ting is an absolute fan favorite here, and her teammates have to feed that energy.
He's back on the bench. Lovely bit of setting there. Really impressive set there from Jiao Lin Yu, and Wang puts it away.
Silla had the right read. She moved over, read the arm, but it is so hard to get digs from China unless your platform is going to be perfect on contact.
Rossetti with the pass. Backside from Oro. Oh, it's a lot of Egonu, and Egonu's made it look easy.
China's gonna have to fix their blocks on the pin. They're doing all the legwork, but when contact is made, they're folding. Arms have to stay together. Of course, easier said than done.
This first set really in the balance now. They've got some contain on that. Liu Bian sent it back over. That's a wild swing under pressure that's come in from Wu Mingjie. That's set point Italy. It's Anna Denesi, a very capable server, looking to give Italy the first set here. This isn't easy. This is not easy. No chance of a winner there for Lee. Might be a chance for Egonu. Brilliant keep alive. But it is free ball. Italy, another chance. She'll set it again. A terrific effort from Wang, but this time it does go out. And Italy, who had the lead, lost it, rallied, and have come back to take an absolutely gripping first set here.
Italy continuing to test the hands of China, especially the block against the right side hitters of Italy. China had some great digs, and the energy was absolutely there. A much better start to the first set than earlier than this week. But the errors have to be taken out for them going into the second set.
Well, you like to see a set one on a big play. And that certainly was. That is a very good point. As we said earlier, if there's one team that is not going to be intimidated by this atmosphere, it's those guys in white and blue downstairs. And China will know that. I mean, these two teams, these nations have met so many times on big stages. This is just another one. Second set underway. Joe with serve. Silla looking for hands, finding hands.
Silla hits so fast. Again, I did not see a touch on this ball. From the naked eye, I would have called that out.
There it is.
But that's how efficient she is, coming down to the centimeter of her aim.
It's uncanny how often she catches those high hands. Liu Bian is really mixing up. Okay, that one's a net. That one's a service error, but she really mixes up the speed of her serves and the direction of her serves. No wonder she causes such problems for receivers. Lee. That's not going to cause anyone a problem.
Well, Liu Bian can feel a little bit better now. Passing off the missed serve to China.
Oro goes cross court. Lee picks that one up, and the duel at the net is won by Danesi. And there's some hands into the net there. I think that was Egonu just drifting in. Yeah, the wry smile says, yeah, you got me.
And besides Egonu in the net, that was a great up by Li Yingying. It's so much fun to see her play defense. She is so down to get on the ground in the back row.
Wang with serve. Oro sends that backside. Nothing doing for Egonu. She'll have another go. No stopping that one.
At this level, you're not expected to dig everything. It's not even your fault. That was just such a great hit from Egonu. You got to just give it to each other sometimes.
Back set, and very clever tip there from Gong Zhangyu.
Good vision from Gong. She sees how pulled back Egonu is and takes full advantage, getting her off her feet.
Oh, what a clever ace coming in from Gong. Gong's had her share of aces. That's her 7th of this VNL. We know her for her blocking, but got a very versatile all-round game here. If you're teasing something like that out of Caterina Bassetti, who's a really safe pair of hands, you know it's a good one. Bassetti handles that one perfectly and can then just rip into the block and away as well, side out.
There's that China block again. It's up in the air high enough, just not closing the gap.
Danesi does flirt with those foot faults, but that's how she gets some pressure on her serves as well. Another ace from Anna Danesi.
And now the momentum completely on Italy's side, all through the service game, going for that hard contact.
Just timed that one as well perfectly with the footwork. There's a big block, Liu Bian and Egonu, and I think it's Egonu that's got this.
Suffocating block from Egonu. Perfect timing against Li Yingying. And the patience she is showing.
So you get a bit more of Danesi at the end line. Back set, and a lovely hit on the slide from Yuan Xingyue.
Good answer by China. They are not rolling over when Italy goes on runs. They're not doing tips or rolls. They are continuing to move the ball around with that hard hit.
Wu Mingjie. Nothing between them here in this second set either. Bassetti goes for the tip. Nice rescue there from Jiao. Lee's not got really much of a shot there. Bump set will come in from Di Gennaro to Egonu. His cross court is flawless.
Egonu's had a great start this match. We talked about how sometimes it takes a few points to get going, but she is not afraid of China's block whatsoever. Her and Oro showing great connection.
There she is again. Oh, that's a nice take. It's a really nice take. And Yuan rubs it into the block and away. Oh, Bossetti's made a meal of this. And then gets out of it absolutely brilliantly. I'll tell you, she made a bit of a meal of the easy part and then made the hard part look really easy.
I like the fact that Oro goes to Bossetti after Bossetti had an error on the block. Bossetti getting her confidence back after making that error.
That's a super winner from Katerina Bossetti from behind the 3-meter line. Send that across to Lee, who handles it very well, and there's a left-handed cross-court swing. Beautiful.
Perfect spot for Lee Yingying. It's so far up that the block can't get it, but also Egonu doesn't have a chance when trying to get it. It's that much cut.
Diao sends it down the line to Silla on the slide. Too good from Lubian. We're having a very quick set here because it's just side out, side out, side out, side out.
Yeah, both teams doing a great job deciding out, answering, giving good passes, taking advantage of easy passes.
China have got a side out here. They're the team chasing Lee off the block. Italy will get a look at this now. Where does Oro go? Stretches it out. And does Silla catch hands? Not this time, not this time. Or does she? I think Julio Velasco is challenged because, as you said earlier, Miriam Silla is so good at catching those high hands in these situations. If she's missed one, it's almost a surprise.
Silla had a really good cut shot in the first set, but usually she's that player hitting really deep, and she doesn't even really snap her wrist. She does a full arm swing trying to hit that back line or hit the hands.
What we've tended to see here in Macau is if there is a block touch challenge, the player will put their hands up and say, yeah, you got me. But
doesn't look like it.
It certainly doesn't, does it? That's why nobody put their hands up. You like seeing that with players now. If they've been touched, they're just saying, yeah, okay, if you're going to challenge it, I'll save everybody the bother. Keep those video replay guys happy. Don't let them do any work. Lee. You knew that was coming.
I really can't decide if Egonu is better at the front or the back row. She looks like a front row hitter because of where she lands. She started the approach halfway back from behind the 10-foot line. It's incredible.
Oro, too much on it. So here comes Wang. Yuan. Very underrated server, Wang. She's 9 ace serves. Makes her one of the more regular ace servers in this year's VNL. Not that time. Silla sends a short one in. So that's got to be a winner. Di Gennaro says no, it isn't. Bossetti, no, that's not either. Picked up by Wang, the libero. So Wu will try again, and Di Gennaro says you brought it here last time. Oh, tough take here from Bossetti. Stretch it out to Egonu is the play. And Dio will hang it up there. Tough take here for Wu. No chance of a winner, really. Egonu contained brilliantly. It's still alive here, or is it? No, it's not. Brilliant defensive work from China.
I wasn't sure that play was ever going to end. Everyone doing their job, getting bodies on the ground defensively. Amazing up from Wang, literally putting her arm out, just hoping the ball stays in play.
That's what these fans want to see. You know, we've seen the side-out battle. Now let's see some rallies. Let's see these guys and what they can do defensively. Gong down the line to Bossetti. Oh, they'll be not very happy about that on the other side of the net. Tai Bin's just let his team know.
It looked like Oro was really trying at first to grab that set, and then last second says, nope, I'm going to juke him out.
Point Bossetti. And is that caught? Oh, I mean, that's a high-risk one from Wu Mengzhe, but she's nailed it.
Great hit from China, but Italy doesn't really have an excuse for that. Nobody on the ground, no platform out, just staring at each other.
Pretty solid match coming into the starting lineup. Wu Mengzhe here. Sends that one in the direction of Bossetti. Lubian can't get a winner, but they'll have another look at this. Where does Oro go this time? Bossetti. He's not getting a winner either. Gong will send it over. Lee can't get a winner. Nice contain again. Oro sets up the middle, and Marina Lubian says thanks for that.
Lubian perfectly in sync with Oro's set, already taking off. Arm swing already going. Oro just barely places that ball in the way of Lubian's swing, and Lubian does the rest.
Oh, it's a good serve, that. Nicely picked up from Gong. The double touch is called. It was all on the quality of the serve. When Egonu sends him in.
Yeah, with a double, but this is why, in my opinion, setters have the hardest job. You have to have a perfectly set ball from anywhere in the court. That takes incredible athleticism.
Interesting look at the stats there, Shelby. I mean, we're halfway through this second set. Nobody has more than 7 points. It just shows that setters are running their offenses everywhere because the defense is just so good. You can't just find a workhorse and use them. You've got to be creative, get everyone involved. You've got to be one of those players on 7. Yuan wins that battle.
Bossetti doing the best she can to set up a strong block, but China just has that dominant of an offense when they're in system, especially on the slide.
There goes Yuan at the end line. Bossetti picks that up, and Lubian sends it back with interest. Another perfect pass, easy decision for the setter. Lubian says, I've got this.
I can only imagine what it looks like on the receiving end of this hit from Lubian. That arm swing, how high she gets, and how strong she is.
Contain work is good again from Lubian. And the second attempt is the charm.
Good answer by Wang, showing off her skills at the middle as well. And right in front of Lubian. But that block wasn't close. Lubian set the block. It was up to Oro to come meet her.
Jiao Linyu, the setter. China still with some making up to do. Ooh, the slide so effective for Lubian. Lubian's hitting this ball consistently well. Top scorer in the match now.
And China can breathe a breath of relief because now Lubian's in the back. Watch out for China to hit her.
You say that. Watch out for
That's
her serves. Yeah, you don't want to see her at the end line. There you go. Oh, we got a contact. Oh, that's a real let-off for Italy there. What's happened there? Did somebody touch the net? Well, there's the answer. Out of control, Wang Yuan. Yuan flying into the net. Yeah, what does Lubian do with this serve? This opens the gap up now. Oh, just missed. Oh.
Now China absolutely has to get Italy out of system. Italy really can do no wrong when they have a pass that Oro can work with. And when it's perfect, they're able to run the slide.
Well, they've got to find 3 points on serve now. With Lee serving Bossetti. Backside it'll go. Oh. Egonu's just unloaded on this one. I mean, you don't stop those.
Good things happen when Egonu is relaxed. I like the body language, how she's playing right now. Confident, but not overly serious.
Wow. I mean, you had the block set, you had a libero in perfect position, and nobody could get near that ball. Coming straight back out, and no. Gong Yu saying, I can play that game too.
And Gong making that ball drop towards the middle. Not trying to go too deep, but going right through the split, avoiding Scylla's hands right in front of her.
Well, Wang is among the top 6 servers for aces. She's looking for another one there, and China needed another one. What they didn't need was a service error. When you're chasing the set this late in the set, you got to put that ball in play.
And now Italy almost at the 20-point mark. Just shutting China down energy-wise right now.
It's Miriam Scylla serving. Just side out from here if they want to, Italy. Well, certainly side out there for China.
Great play from China, starting with the serve receive. Wang moving her platform to target. You don't want to serve her.
Well, they've got to find some pressure now from the service line. Gong with a nice comfortable one that Bossetti has taken, but then gets blocked. Now here's a chance, big chance. Zhao sends it backside, and Yuan puts away the cross court. And it was a must-win point for China. And Coach Velasco has recognized the significance of this moment.
Ci manca poco, però manteniamo le posizioni giuste, perché se adesso andiamo troppo avanti, perché una palla ci è caduta davanti, poi ci cade anche dietro, ok? Lì stanno tirando molto diagonale, sia la 6 ha tirato diagonale che la pass, ok? Abbiamo le mani lì.
Going to see a personnel change here, which is a very interesting one, because it's Bossetti who's sitting down for De Gradi. De Gradi's known for her big hits, but Bossetti is a very strong back row player. De Gradi stepping in here. This is a big call by Coach Velasco. Let's see what happens. Di Gennaro picks that up, and it's going to go over to Egonu, and that's a rescue from Lee. How on earth has she kept that alive? Egonu and everyone else thought it was a winner. Lee's got it again. Woo! Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
That might be the loudest the gym has been this entire week. Twice that ball looked down from Egonu, but China's back row defense is relentless in beating out a great Italian block connected.
And it was Lee, who we know for her offense, got both of those digs. Now then, it's game on. De Gradi picks that up, and that's Danesi saying that caught something on the way through. Don't worry about it. This place was ready to erupt.
Perfect word is erupt, and that makes it so much harder for these teams to be able to hear each other, know what's going on. That's why, especially for Italy, communication is everything tonight.
Oh, she got it. Yes! Danesi drops one on the line that sucks all the air out of the arena. Just when China were on the comeback charge, up she pops with an ace.
This ball didn't even look close. I guess it's a line, but when it is that close, that's when you play it. You don't give Italy any room.
What a response from Italy after that big sort of morale-changing move around. When they got those terrific digs, they win the point, the place goes nuts. 2 points later, it's like, yeah, we're all right. They've just taken control again.
Italy is such a consistent team. Even when they make errors, that's when teams get into holes, into big deficits. Italy doesn't get into big deficits because they move on mentally. They have a very short-term memory for their errors.
Danesi goes from ace to service error. I don't think Coach Velasco will be in a rear for that one, though. Job done. China find themselves chasing 2 points again, with time running out. Wu serving Silla, who is perfect. Degradi, that's what they brought in for her for. A fresh arm to swing into that big Chinese block.
Degradi has such a unique approach. It's so springy and quick. It's not too smooth. It's really aggressive and hard hitting.
Antropova in. Height in the front row. No setter on the floor for Italy. They don't need a setter. They don't need anybody. They just need Paola Egonu to set down an ace.
I think Egonu might have the hardest serve in the entire world. There's absolutely nothing like it. You honestly can't even blame China for not getting that one.
Egonu will go aggressive again. This does get picked up by Gong. It's got to go from Lee, and there's a block there from Lu Bian. And Italy have weathered that little mini storm, and they've cruised to set point here. And that's, as you say, probably the last person, if you're a China fan, you want to see at the end line. Egonu serving for the set, and that is the way you win a set. Absolutely crushing, turning on the afterburners play from Italy, and Paola Egonu in particular. They were rocking. China were on the comeback trail, and Italy just flipped the switch and went through the gears.
China just cannot get past Italy's serve right now. And the block for China isn't fully there either. Anyone who loves volleyball, make it one of your life goals to see Egonu play in person. This serve does not get justice on camera. It's so incredible how high she gets. Everything is going right for Italy. And the biggest thing is that they move on from their errors. One does not turn into two. When they...
It sounds simple. It's true of any sport. Never dwell on something big or good that's happened and forget anything bad that's happened. China have got to come out. That mindset's got to be, this is 0-0. We just got to win this set.
0-0. That's a good point.
Lu Bian with the first serve of this third set, and a lovely put away. That's the start China wanted. Wang Yuan won, ripping that through.
Keep finding Wang right now. She's doing such a good job at opening up China's block and finding that approach quickly.
They seem to have been playing catch-up this whole match, don't they, China? How they'd love to have a lead to defend. Oro will send it backside to Egonu, and look where this is going. See ya.
That's okay for China. That was a great hit from Italy. Now China has to reset. All right, let's get a 3-option pass, stay in system, and not let Italy get in transition.
It's Oro. Nice pass, back set. Cross court doesn't work. Bossetti back in there after her recharge. Not much on that one from Egonu. Diao really hustling, and nice take. What a rescue that was from Silla. They'll get a proper look at this time now, China, and they'll go for the dink again, and it's Di Gennaro off the floor this time. Well, this is outstanding defense. And Wu says, I'll have this. She gets blocked. Now Italy look to transition, and Miriam Silla. A heartbreaker for China there. It's a point they thought they'd won twice. They end up losing it.
Silla not even going for the fingertips. She is just seeing that China is not pressing the block. And just like Ben said, that's the difference. We are not pressing on the block. Something China is usually so dominant in.
Outstanding D from Italy. Oro floats that one wide. Not the greatest from Bossetti. Silla can't get a winner. Bossetti is there. Egonu. Oh, it's just we're starting to ask the question, well, China are so solid defensively, how on earth do you stop Egonu when she's in the mood?
Put up your block, take a certain shot away from her, and let the back row decide where to go around your block and leave it up to them.
Silla with the serve. Who's got to come in and attack this, and that was always going to be a tricky one. They'll get a chance to set Egonu up again. Picked up brilliantly off the floor there by Lee. Wu has another go. It's a better one, but it's gone too long. Timeout has been called. Oh no, is he a challenge? Is he challenging this? Yes, it's a challenge. Nobody on the Italy side has put their hand up.
And what a great dig from Yingying. She stands at 192, and she is sprawling on the ground for digs. She is doing every single thing she can to get her team the point.
Well, Italy certainly, the body language is we've got Miriam Silla at the end line waiting. Nobody puts their hand up, and as we've seen now over the course of this week, if there is a block touch and you've touched it, just put your hand up because we're going to see it. So as soon as nobody owned up to that one, you thought, well, they're not winning this. Instead, early in this set three, one of their two challenges gone now for China. Getting in each other's way on service received there. Doesn't matter, though. Ling rips it off Monica Di Gennaro, who can't deal with that one.
And Di Gennaro did what she could, which was get stopped when Lee makes contact, but the problem was the platform, not able to cut the ball off soon enough.
Bearing in mind, if there's any chance, Di Gennaro will get it.
Exactly.
How many years has she been one of the top liberos in the world?
One of those situations where if Di Gennaro can't get it, no one can get it.
Yeah, exactly. Danesi with serve. Nice easy one this time to be dealt with, and Yuan takes that lovely slide and angles it across court.
And Diao wants to keep her team in system so that she can run the offense behind her, because Italy's not very good at reading that slide right now, or Oro defending it with the dig.
Here's Wu at the end line. China playing catch up again. Oh, lovely. I mean, she just hung in the air there, Lubian. Hung in the air.
That's the best way to describe Lubian's hit, is hang time. Literally freezes in the air. That's when players usually tip coming down, but she has that wingspan. She can still hit it when coming down.
Watch out, Egonu's about. Lee's hung it up in the air. That's the best you can say about that. Can she take this one on? She can. Does she catch hands? No, she does not. They're going to take another one on? Well, is anybody putting their hand up? Yeah, I think Oro said, yeah, don't worry. And that's what you got to do. Well, you get the green card for sporting spirit, acknowledged by the crowd. But frankly, if you don't put your hands up, you're just wasting everybody's time, because we'll see. Lubian, I think it was, not Oro, excuse me. We move on. Yuan at the end line. Egonu, that's certainly got a block touch.
Don't think we need a challenge on that one when the hit is literally landing in the crowd from the block touch. And not many players can do this but Egonu, and off China's hands of all teams.
Italy still in control of set number 3 here. The back row attack is set up for Lee, but again, so solid. Bassetti in the back row. Where's Dio going to go? This time stretches it out to Lee. That's Egonu getting down and dirty on the defensive end of things. Silla sends it deep, and this is going to come back over. Ooh, missed chance. We'll try Lee again. Lovely little touch there from Lee Yingying.
I like the change-up for Lee Yingying. She has not tipped too much, but that was great placement. Italy really out of system from their great digs. They're not able to get stopped. Ready for China's hit.
Well, not only is the execution, that has to be right, but it's the occasion, isn't it? And that was the perfect spot for the tip. And as you say, she's just executed it so well. And everything's got to be executed well now for China. Oh, we'll set up Egonu. He's just unloading on absolutely. I mean, this is great as a neutral. If you're a Chinese fan, you must want to see her on the bench. I mean, she is just absolutely destroying China at the moment.
And China, more than anything, just wants to get Italy out of system, make that first contact so ugly so the offense is struggling.
Lubian. Wu's got a piece of that. It's going to be attacked here by Lee. Cross court, too good for Silla. That had to be a good one if Silla can't get it.
And the thing is, that was such a good read from Silla. Her feet were placed, she was facing target, but it's all in that reaction time. There is absolutely none of it coming from Li Yingying.
Really digging in here, China. Lee on serve. Silla with a lovely pass. Silla will let rip cross court and has touched that inside the line to perfection.
And Wang is so pulled in. Yellow jersey right here. Look how far in she is to the court. But you really have to be because Silla can hit that cut shot.
And it's Oro as the side-out duel goes on here. Oro with the rescue. DiGennaro bumps it up for Egonu. Not stopping that. When did Paola Egonu last miss a shot? I mean, when did she last get one wrong in this match? There was one early in the first set. I can't remember any since, genuinely.
Nothing good is going to happen for China when Egonu is set. She's not even rolling or tipping. She's going for these hard shots. 12 attacks so far for her 15 points.
I mean, I know this sounds so simplistic, Shelby, to talk about two teams at this level, one player making the difference between the two teams, but I don't know how else you can look at it right now. It's just Egonu is just, whenever they get in any kind of trouble at all, Egonu's there to get them out of it. She can play defense as well, and it's just an outstanding performance from her so far. They've got control of this third set now. Not the greatest of takes here from Wu. Can she clean up? No. Wiped out. Silla, part of a gang of three there, says, I've got myself a block point.
Italy's so in sync in every phase of the game. Look at that triple block. Silla's blocking it. She's coming in from the left to the right, taking up the whole entire net.
Oh, wow.
China desperately needed that point, especially after getting that triple block down from them.
You are not kidding.
Yeah, good decision by Gong, going outside the hands.
They are under the cosh here. Wang on serve, Bassetti under no pressure. The tip doesn't work this time. Oh, but then it does. Then it does. Oh, that should not have happened. China really in some disarray here.
This point should not be a point for Egonu. That was a great up for China. The fact that it wasn't able to stay in play, it's okay to be out of system, but that should not have been a point. Things like that are going to be the difference of this game.
Doesn't that just sum Egonu up? Even when she doesn't hit a winner, she's hitting a winner.
Just now it's a mental game for China as well.
Silla looking to keep the hammer down here. Nothing wrong with that. Gong. They just can't buy a break here. That one goes against Gong as well. We'll catch up with that ourselves. Oh, what an attempt at a rescue there from Silla. Backcourt, that'll make it 13-9. We are all back in sync. Everyone thought that Gong shot earlier was a winner, but it wasn't.
Clutch it from Yuan. Such a fast tempo offense that Italy not able to get even two blockers up against her.
9-13. They've really got to find a different level here, and it's, I mean, everything that is just a bit soft and weak from China is just getting ruthlessly punished. That serve had absolutely nothing on it. Easy, easy, easy. We are going to see reinforcements in the shape of Zheng Yijin and Ding Jia, the very experienced setter. A two-time Olympian, Ding Jia. I mean, that's called the cavalry time. Ding goes backside, an immediate response. Oh no, a carry is called against Zheng. Well, what else can go wrong? Well, it looked like the two new players had come in, immediately revitalized.
I could see that a little bit. It looked like a hold where the player catches it and almost throws the ball. I think that was a good call.
Right under the nose of first referee Nupa Osbar as well. I think they just checked out of Last Chance Hotel with that. Hard to see how they come back from this. Well, I'm looking like the mug here. My only prediction of the day was this one does not go 3 sets.
I think everyone we talked to said 5 sets.
Italy had other ideas. They're not getting paid by the set. Wu. No, that's going to get caught. Oro will set it up here for Bassetti. And again, a little bit slow to react there. Just off the bench was Ding Xia trying to get the pancake in there. But again, for China, the only player that's reacting is the setter. You don't want that. Wu. Now the line is picked up by Oro. Egonu. Nice pick up this time from Wang. Wu can attack it and miss by a mile. Oh, they're breaking bad here, China.
Frustrating play for Wu. Now she's being subbed out.
Yeah, the hook comes in, Wu out, Zhang Changning in. Finally.
Fast tempo offense from China. What they're trying to do all night, run through the middle, but they have to be in system. Finally, Zheng able to go through the block. Oro not set up quick enough for the pass.
They got to get 4 or 5 points in a row just to be in this set. Well, there's one. Zhang, fresh from the bench. It's easy for Bassetti, and even easier for Lubian. You're chasing the third set, you're down by 2, and you're serving that. What do you think is going to happen?
And Lubian is just so dominant. She is one of the most physical middles in the world. You have to make sure you have a double block at least.
And now they've thrown Antropova into the front row, looking for a block. Not going to get it. Yuan tips it beautifully away, drops it inside as well. Lovely play from the veteran middle.
Great shot by Yuan. She's facing forward to the scorer's table. Somehow hits that ball directly over her shoulder.
I've got some good news for China. Egonu's on the bench. Oh, they've called it. Well, and the reason it's been called is because those replays go straight to the official. Just has to look down, see that replay. If it lands, it's in. There it is.
No line judging needed.
Don't need it. Boy, did China need that break. They need a few more. Yuan off the back of the ace has wobbled the net cord. And there's no winner here, but it fell so sweetly for Antropova. 2 meters and 2. That is the last player you wanted to be taking that on if you're China. Free hit.
For Italy, this is your time to experiment a little. Run some different plays, some combinations. Take advantage of this situation you've earned.
Bassetti with the ace.
Go for the ace. Bassetti doing that as well. Nothing going right for China right now. No footwork, no communication.
It's a 7th ace as well for Italy. As you say, that nothing's working. Absolutely nothing to slide. Even that gets picked up. Bassetti has that. Canby says, Silla, take that. Catches hands in the front court, catches hands in the back court. Catches somebody unawares in the front row of the crowd.
Zhang running up to meet this ball. Again, it's hard not to. Silla hits so far down when she wants, but you got to be stopped and contacts made.
I mean, this is blowout territory we're seeing here. China being blown out in their own backyard. I mean, the cross-court is a beauty. But whichever way you look at it for Tai Bin, unless there's some miracle here, and we're going to see Diao return along with Gong with batteries recharged, but unless there's a miracle comeback here, they've been beaten by Japan handily in 4 sets. Now they're getting swept by Italy. This has not been a good week. Antropova turns setter here for Silla. Great job. Great job again. Lee's doing everything she can to try and get underneath this. But what I love about Miriam Silla, no highs and lows. So consistent.
I also love this effort from Li Yingying. Truly doing all she can. Getting set up, facing target, but she's there to be a hitter. China absolutely saying thank you. There's no way this match would go on with a run from Liu Bian.
Li Yingying. Again, Silla, perfect pass. Easy put away for Danesi. There's no coming back from this. I mean, what a masterclass this has been from Italy.
Italy showing zero mercy. Danesi going right for Wang, does not care. She's in the libero jersey.
Well, just around 24 hours ago, they were losing that 5-setter to Brazil. What a comeback from them. Musetti sent it backside, and Egonu has missed one. I'll say that again. Egonu has missed one. Something I've not said too often this week.
Apparently, Egonu is human as well.
Got a setter back on the floor here. Oro's on for Antropova. Well, these fans haven't given up either. Silla will get contained. Oro will send it to the middle, and it's all over the place. And into the block. No way through. Silla takes Italy to match point.
Silla might be the most consistent and constant player for the Italian team. Her defense to offense, her attitude, her body language, not too high or too low.
Silla serving for the match. Sends in a nice soft one. And kept alive, is it? Yes, you aren't catching the line. It's Gong serving, with China needing 8 points in a row. Good luck with that. Oro sets up the middle, and Danesi, the Italian captain, wraps up a flawless 3-set win here for Italy. That was seriously impressive.
What a way for Danesi to end the match, being our player to watch because of what she just did. Physical shots, not afraid of the block, not letting China's back row defense read her body, where she's gonna go, just top to bottom. Italy's performance was near perfect.
Absolutely stunning, this. In an hour and 15 minutes, Shelby, China have been swept out of the arena in an hour and 15 minutes. I mean, that is some win for Italy. It's not just getting the win, it's the manner of it. Dominant right across the board.
I like what assistant coach, Italy coach Barbolini said at halftime. He said that 5-set for Brazil got us where we needed to be. We learned what needed to be fixed. We came in ready for China. That's a team that looks at their mistakes and fixes it immediately the next set they play.
Well, the first set was tight. Italy always had the lead, and they pulled away strongly in the second set.